Hi Gemini. This is going to be a reading on what's coming in. Okay, so overall, what's coming in for my Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. So you can have any of those placements, or even just one, whether it's like your Venus, Rising, whatever. Take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Of course, there's no gender in tarot. You know, the whole thing, the same repetitive, take what resonates, leave out what doesn't, okay? What else? Yeah, so I'm not putting like a time frame, okay? So whenever you run into these messages, they could be for you. I do write that in the description bar, but box, whatever. But yeah, I asked for protection towards you guys who are going to be watching this reading, okay, as well as myself. I don't know why I felt the need to mention that, although I always do that. So some of you guys could be maybe feeling like you need protection, okay, or there's something that's maybe being protected for you guys at this time. For you guys, I'm getting for a few of you, it can have to do with your love life that's being protected, or something in your love, in the love department could be protected, okay? I'm just making sure the mic works well and that my necklace is not hitting the mic. Okay, so let's go ahead and do messages for Gemini. Let's see, messages for my Geminis. I just seen a 10. Wow, that's interesting. Look. 10 wands, but in two different decks. So 10-10 could be significant. There could be something that's ending here for you. That's coming to a close is what I'm getting. Also, sorry if you guys hear some background noise. It's daytime and I live like on a street where cars are always passing, so it might be a little bit of like white noise. Okay, it says angel. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Yeah, so confirmation on what I just said. Some of you guys might be asking for guidance. You might be protecting or asking for protection from harm, okay? Or your angels might be really sending you messages. February could be significant. I don't always get this, but for some of you, maybe what's February? Like Pisces and Aquarius energy, so that could be significant. Let's see. It says a handshake, or just handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important and misunderstanding. So what I'm getting is for some of you, there could be misunderstanding when it comes to something that you're maybe being protected from. Maybe you're misunderstanding the journey or the way to something. And it's interesting because I'm thinking of like how today I went on a hike and it kind of looked like this. You know how like when you go on certain hikes, going down, it could be kind of like steep, kind of loopy. So for some of you guys, there could be a misunderstanding. Maybe there's something that you're being protected from. You're maybe not understanding correctly. And a meeting with a stranger could be important for you. Getting someone's coming in. So this could be like somebody that you end up meeting. It says 4-leaf clover. Great good fortune. September. So for leaf clover, St. Patrick's Day just passed, so that could be significant for some of you guys. September could be significant. What signs would that be? I don't always mention signs, obviously, because it's but I feel the need to mention it. So September would be Libra, beginning of Libra, and endings of Virgo. So give me what's coming in for Gemini. What is it that's coming in for Gemini? What's coming in for Gemini? Page of Cups and a Three of Pentacles. So someone new. You could end up working with this person. Some of you don't work with this person as of yet. You will, though. Yeah, but interesting. I keep running into like this 10. Not that it's like coming out, but as I'm like moving, fixing the cards, the 10 of Swords. So, I mean the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands. So there's something that's going to be ending that's going to bring a new beginning. Yeah. You're going to be working with this person, or there might be something to do with like a project or something that you do, even if you're not like working for a company or working like a typical 9 to 5. There could be someone that you end up working with. It's a younger soul. Somebody that has like a younger energy is what I'm getting off of that. But some of you guys with the Four of Cups could be in this energy of maybe when you meet this energy, this person, you're going to be maybe focused on things that shouldn't be focused on, because the Four of Cups is like things you shouldn't be, it's like things that are past. You need to look past, how would I say it? Like, things that don't have importance. It's spoiled. Like, it's no longer good. And you may not see this cup coming in, right? I feel like this could be love, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, you might be focused on things that have gone wrong before for you. Yeah, it's like you're slowly but surely going to be moving away. Some of you guys, even though you might be wanting to move forward or you're going to move forward, that could be another reason why I'm saying it's slowly but surely. You know, sometimes we move away from things, but we still kind of feel like we still kind of tend to look at things that didn't go well, which is kind of part of healing. I mean, it's not always, you know, dandy and like beautiful. Yeah, there's like a cycle you're ending. Because right under that was the World. What is it? What's coming in for Gemini? Well, actually, I should say, what is it that's ending for Gemini? The illusion. The Seven of Cups. So for some of you, maybe you feel like you don't know which direction to take, or you don't know which direction to go, which cup to take. Or this could also be you feeling like there's a lot of things that you could consider, but you don't know which one. Super random, but for some of you, your dreams might be kind of a bit odd. I don't know why I'm being intrigued to this cup. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. What else? Well, give me more about what's ending for Gemini. What is this? What's ending? Somebody or an energy that can be... This person doesn't think when they speak sometimes. They could be very harsh. They could be very egotistical. This can even be an environment. I'm sorry, guys, for the background noise. Yeah, I mean, my dog just did kind of like what the Five of Swords does. Very like in your face, wants to win, egotistical. A lot of the times can't admit that they're wrong. They're always right. They have like a fragile ego. Maybe more about what's ending. I know we're asking about what's next, but I feel like something has to end. Obviously, most of the time, things have to end before something else can begin. But what is it? Yeah, you're moving forward. I don't know why I'm getting 53. Could be a number that's significant to you. Switch it around. Maybe 35 could be significant. Or hey, maybe even angel number 53. There's many angel numbers that you could look up. It's not always just like 1010, 333, 222, like the ones that are kind of more known. Yeah, and you're not going to be indecisive. A lot of you guys, I'm getting like you're going to be able to move forward. You're not going to be indecisive. You're going to be past the Two of Wands, which is kind of like at a crossroads. But you're going to be more at a Three of Wands, which is more decisive, more assured of where you're going, looking ahead, not looking behind you. But for some of you, you might still be like in this Four of Cups where you can't really... It's like you don't really see something that is being brought to you because maybe your emotions are still on something. Or maybe for some of you, it's maybe not so emotional, but you're just kind of like, there's still like maybe some of your energy is still invested in what has gone wrong or something that hasn't gone your way. Okay, so now let's move into, see, yeah, I keep running into this Ten of Wands, even though it doesn't come, like, when I'm shuffling, it doesn't, like, fly out. Because for some of you, the situation burdens you. Or something feels like a heavy load. I don't know why I'm getting that, too. Okay, so I'm getting guided to use these. But a little more simple. So let's see. But sometimes I do connect to these a little bit better. And a channel message. This may not be for all of you, regardless of your gender. The Queen of Swords was at the top of this other deck before I switching to this one. Some of you guys might become more assertive. More, I don't want to say mean, but it's almost like you're standing up for yourself more, or you're becoming more, something about being fair-minded is what I'm channeling off of that. Let's see. What's coming in for my Geminis? Page of Pentacles. Give me more about that Page of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. So, Nine of Swords. And then Hangman in the bottom. Some of you guys are going to be seeing why you felt stuck, or why something feels like it's not moving or progressing. This could even be you getting... Yeah, I feel like this is separate though. This could be something else from what I'm channeling over here with this other person. You might see maybe why something hasn't progressed with someone, or why someone doesn't progress. You might gain a very different perspective on them. Maybe even on your thoughts too, I'm also getting. I'm also channeling something about like, because we are air signs, and Gemini is quite known for thinking a lot, overthinking, which can be good and bad. And what I'm getting off of that is like, you can be in your head, but in a way that's grounded, which is kind of how I'm looking at this Hanged Man. Like thinking, letting your thoughts flow, but not in a way where you're anxious, because look at the difference between like how this person on this card looks versus this one. Yeah. I'm trying to see what else I can get. Anything else about that Page of Pentacles? We have a lot of pages here. Page of Cups. To clarify the Page of, or to give me more about the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like for some of you, you're going to start to see... You're going to start to see why you have a lot of pages around you, which pages are not bad energy, but they're not the most mature. They're energetic wise, on an energy level, they're kind of like the energy of like a preteen, teenager. Sorry, I feel like the sirens are going to get loud. And louder. Yeah. Yeah. And during readings, when I hear sirens, it can signify, I don't know, I do feel like it can be kind of a heavy energy, or sometimes I could see it as like an emergency. So it's like some of you guys may urgently need to kind of meditate, or I'm getting like yes, think, because you cannot tell a Gemini not to think. That's funny. That just doesn't happen. But you can ground your thoughts, because a Gemini wouldn't be a Gemini if they didn't overthink the things that they do. That's what a lot of people, I think, fail to understand. But I'm getting like not in a way where you're on the Nine of Swords, not in the way of anxiety, which, like I said earlier, you have to know how to overthink, or just let your thoughts flow. Not that you're not supposed to not think, but for some of you, it's like to the point where it almost, the overthinking becomes like overthinking on top of overthinking. So you're gonna maybe start to see why, I don't know why I'm picking that up, why a lot of page energies are around you. So some of you guys may be leaving certain energies behind. I'm also getting, I don't know why I didn't say it, but it's coming back to me for a reason. Before the sirens, before like the sirens got loud, if this is like someone that's not obviously like a preteen or a teenager, remember, someone could be like 30, doesn't matter, 35, in their mid-20s, and have the energy of a preteen, have the energy of a teenager, whether it's emotionally, pentacle-wise, like with their money, in the way that they communicate. So you're leaving behind energies that are like under. And I don't mean that in a way of being offensive, but you're going to start to maybe see that there's energies that aren't on your level. Okay? And I am strongly getting like maybe on an emotional level, they're not where you're at. Which is why I feel like a lot of you guys need to maybe meditate, because you might be in this energy where you're not looking at something that's right here for you. What's next for Gemini, though? Give me more. What's next for Gemini? Yeah, see, the Ace of Swords. Getting clarity on something. Yeah, getting clarity, becoming clear on something. I want a card for this handshake card, because it says a meeting with a stranger could be important. Give me more about that handshake. Oh, we love that. The Emperor. That's, how can I say this without being inappropriate? That's big D energy. That's, and I'm not talking just, I know a lot of you guys know this, but I just need to clarify it, because YouTube comes free for everything. I don't literally mean like in their downstairs area. I mean like this is somebody who has it together, and it's again not even that on a status level. It's just somebody that their energy is high vibrational. It's somebody who, even if they've been through a lot, they've learned what they've got to learn. They put in the work emotionally, mentally, heck, maybe even spiritually. So I don't just think this is someone that's like for aesthetic, but I mean, the Emperor can give that aesthetic energy. And the Moon card. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So That's what that's what gave me, because I asked, give me more for the handshake card, where it says a meeting with a stranger could be important. Some of you guys may be meeting this person while you're lacking stability, lacking money, maybe like a lack mindset, okay? Yeah, and I'm channeling about meditation. Some of you guys may need to meditate, or even if it's not like actual meditation, because I know, let's be realistic, it's not for everyone. Whatever gives you a sense of meditation, whatever gets you kind of like in a zone, obviously in a healthy way, because there's many different ways to get in a zone. But yeah, because for some of you, you might be feeling left out in the cold, or there's something with lack. I don't feel like it's lack mentality. Although, I mean, take it how it resonates, but I am getting it's more, for a lot of you, it's going to be like lack of money, lack of resources. You know, like, I don't know, I think there's like a saying of like, when you feel left out, or when money's cold, something like that. I don't remember the saying, but I feel like I've heard it. So that could be significant for some of you guys, where money might be kind of tight for you. But with the Emperor and the Moon, it's almost like you don't know about this energy. It's hidden. I'm channeling though that eventually you do know, because the Moon card, what's the opposite to the Moon? The Sun. And the Moon and the Sun is divine feminine, divine masculine. The Emperor is the masculine energy. Yeah, so you might be meeting like a divine person. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Even if it's like a feminine, yes, she can still have that Emperor energy. That could be with this like hand, like a helping hand is what I'm getting. Is like helping someone, giving you a hand. Wow, and that's crazy, because this card, without even moving it, the tea leaf cards, it says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals, with a barrel. Yeah, so something in your life, right, could be lacking, or you feel that way. You could feel like, metaphorically speaking, like looking at the barrel. Think of it like you may feel like the barrel is tilted. There's lack in some area. Yeah. I'm getting like there's this energy of moving away from heavy energy. That could be for some of you. I don't know why I just wanted to channel that. Okay. Yeah, it says opportunity or windfall under that card, that barrel card. And there's a carrot. Looking at the carrot, I believe carrots take quite a bit to kind of grow, like fully. So an opportunity or a windfall could have taken a while. I feel like this is kind of like a journey you've been on where it hasn't been the easiest. Yeah, look at all these cards. It says bag, something important that was right under that barrel card. It says bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. So something to do with money, a job, a helping hand. But something has to end, something has to be let go of. Or I'm getting like, sometimes even things ending for someone doesn't necessarily mean like you actually like physically, I mean, yes, moving away or walking away, but a lot of times it also has to do with like having a perspective that's not of lack in order for things to get moving. Then it says money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. The word windfall's here twice. It was here on the, where was it? On the card with the carrot. And it has a boat, which the Six of Swords has a boat. So yeah, if you're lacking money, if you're lacking resources, if you're lacking something that, you know, like pentacles, I'm getting that's changing. And your spirit guides, your angels might be really heavy on the signs, might be really heavy on being around you. Even and everyone sees their spirit guides and angels and, you know, whoever they consider their guardians differently, but this could be like, you know, you feel them or you see signs or there's things that remind you of them. Yeah, is there anything else? I feel like Spirit's like, no, that's it, but every time that happens, I'm like, one more. So let's see, anything, one last message for Gemini. Yeah, look at that. The moon card. And the moon card came out earlier, right? And under that's the Five of Pentacles. There's something here hidden about your finances. Why you've been in lack, why there has been lack of resources, because it's not meant to be known. The moon card represents like things that are kind of like in the shadow, things that are kind of like hush, more quiet. It's not like the sun where everything's exposed and like, you know. So there's something here about your finances where it's hidden. Yeah. I also do get, it could also, this energy could also be here because of someone too. You might be seeing how someone may have taken from you energetic wise or just taken something in general from you. This could have had you in your head or maybe afraid to take a step forward. But I feel here that there's like an energy that comes in, because look at these, that's how I'm channeling. Look at these cards. Like someone may have put you in your head, maybe taking away, right? You're looking at these cards and someone helps you be on a pedestal or someone bumps you up. I'm getting that's it, but I want to get the love cards. Wow, it says I just passed it. Damn it. One of the cards before I even started shuffling them was lightning. If I can remember off the top of my head, the lightning card says shocking. It has to do with like change, things that are kind of sudden out of nowhere. So yeah, I am getting like something's kind of out of nowhere. It's shocking. When lightning comes, obviously, like if you're talking about the weather, it's not expected. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. So that could be like how something comes in for you. You're kind of like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it says addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Yeah, it's kind of what I was just channeling, where I got like someone may hold you back, or is you are afraid, has put you in your head, has taken away from you before. And that could be that energy here that is maybe all those things: codependent, controlling, or has a blockage, or they restrain you. Hopefully not physically, but they could restrain you maybe mentally. Give me one good last card about what's coming in for Gemini. It says engagement ring. It says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So I did mention how we had the Emperor, the Moon, right? There's like divine partner energy here. Even if it's not an actual like love divine partner, you can have a divine person in your life come in. Yeah, and completion is one of the words that's also standing out to me, where it says union. So yeah, this could be, like I said, a partnership, could also be like a friend, right? But there's a commitment. It's a much higher energy than these pages that I feel like you had here before. Anything else? One last card. Yeah, it says chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. So there could be this energy of energies, people, a specific person, like I was saying earlier, because it's going to be different for all of you, that was codependent or has a fear of abandonment, has a abandonment issues, however, but it's like a lower vibrational energy. And then we have at the top the dragonfly, and it says be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. Yeah, so like I said, you are going to be finding out things will come to light. I feel like you're going to be finding out about someone or how some people held you back. It is going to take some adapting, changing, and you are healing. Okay. So that's what I'm getting to. I leave it at that. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. So, hope that resonated or gave you guidance, clarity and or guidance. And yeah, bye Gemini.